My name is Victor Oguni. I was born in Nigeria. I lived in Nigeria, I worked in Nigeria, eventually moved to United States, and now I became a citizen of United States, so I have dual citizenship. Sometime around 10 years ago or 12 years ago, I was just sitting down and reflecting on few things. And I never liked writing books, I never liked reading books, but somewhere along the line, I was just reflecting on the goodness of the Lord. And so usually we say, count your blessings, but I wonder how many of us do count our blessings. We do not. So in this particular instance, many things were just coming to my head. And I said, you know what, I'm going to put some of these things down. So I started to put them down. And when I put them down, it amazed me what I came down with. Also at the time I wrote the book, that was when we had the Iraq War. And we were bringing some of our soldiers back with lost limbs and things like that. And it was difficult for those families at the time. So I reflected on those families. Man, how are they going to cope with the situation? But again, I started to write the books to say, you know, we sometimes become insecure, but there is security somewhere else. So how do we take people from where they are insecure to a place where they can find fulfillment in their life and security? In my situation, there is one British television program I love to watch. It's called This Is Your Life. And so the guest is sitting down there, and then he is answering these questions, and then the producer starts to bring those old friends, old acquaintances back to him, and you see the light just turns on that, oh my God, oh, how did you find him? Wow, so it brings great memories. So in writing a book like this, again, it's like I am putting my life together for the sake of my children, to say, I've told you many things by words of mouth, but now this is an opportunity for you to see something penned down for you. And it's like I'm handing the baton over to you for something that you need in life. You need is security. So this is human insecurity, regardless of whatever it is. You need somebody, and that's where you need God. God is the only one that can give you that security. And so once you hold on to Him, once you know Him, then you have a connection. Then all is well with you. So that was again my throwback, and that was my big catch of writing the book, counting my blessings and putting them in my own perspective to say, really, I counted my blessings and they were good. And thank God for all those blessings in my life. In writing this book, I think the publisher of the book, they encouraged me to finally write the book after I put it on the shelf for a long time. Then I started to receive phone calls from radio stations, Christian radio stations. They've read the manuscript. They are encouraged by the manuscript, and they wanted me to share my experience, to share my story with those who I have penned down as those who may need the encouragement. So it was an encouraging thing for me that, somewhere along the line people found the book, which initially I thought it was nothing. I was just rambling with my own thoughts, and so it's becoming something interesting. And from there, I think after a couple of calls from radio station, Christian radio station, the publisher also took the book to the Professional Writers Association, and they had a very strong review of the book, and it's again further encouragement. Then we got into screenplay, and then from the screenplay, hoping that the Hollywood movie industry will be interested. And so we have received 1 or 2 calls from the movie industries. The screenplay is being completed, and from the screenplay we'll see what follows after that. This book is my own autobiography in a small way, but it's a way of putting my life in display for people to see that if I can do it, anybody can do it. So, but once we know that, then you can always call yourself back to attention and say, you know what, this type of book is the type of book I need. It encourages me, and it reminds me that I am also a human being, and I need to overcome my insecurity. And the only way to overcome my insecurity is to latch on, is to have a connection with God. Writing this book has encouraged me. People have encouraged me. People that have read the book, they've come back with their own comments. So it's encouraging to me. And I'll be glad if more people, most especially the younger ones, or those who think life is a sprint, for them to slow down and reflect. Again, we individually need to reflect on God's love, God's blessings on each and every one of us, our families, and we don't take things too for granted. I think we do take things too for granted because we feel we are superstar, we feel we are invincible, we feel we have all the powers. But also when things are going well for us, it's only when we get to a stage where we get to a crossroad that the blinkers come on. And that's when we know that we are just human beings and we are not different from any other person. The book is available with my publisher, Upper PLC. Upper PLC, I think they've been bought over by GlassLink Solutions. So you can order through them, but also the book is in Amazon. So I have it in Kindle, I have it in paper copy, and then I have it in the hard copy. So whichever one suits you, you can get them from Amazon.